Is Frankenstein actually about what it's like to be a teenage girl? The question might seem a little far-fetched, but consider all the life experiences that Mary Shelley used when she wrote the book at only 18. I'm delving into the history of Frankenstein each day for the next week. This is day 10, let's get into it. So the first thing you should understand about Frankenstein is the monster in the book has no mother, just like Mary Shelley. In fact, the monster's first experience in life is the rejection of its father, who is horrified by what he's created. This is much like Mary Shelley's own experience with her father, who was grief-stricken after the death of his wife during childbirth. He treated Mary coldly for the rest of his life. Mary's first child also died shortly after birth, and she was haunted by this. She dreamed of the child coming back to life. And Mary's choice of Victor as a name is also interesting because it was the pen name used by Percy Shelley early on in his career. Percy was an ambitious man who performed science experiments in his dorm room in college, just like Victor Frankenstein. Mary chose the name William for Victor's younger brother, which was also the name of her father and her son. This makes it extra interesting that William is the first person who is murdered by the monster in the book. Later in the book, Mary uses a picture that was painted by one of her mother's former boyfriends to describe the murder of Victor's fiance. The subtitle of the book is The Modern Prometheus, which is a reference to an ancient Greek myth. Specifically, Mary appears to be referencing the version of the myth that appears in Ovid's Metamorphosis, which was a book that she read just a year earlier. In Ovid's version, Prometheus is the creator of mankind, but in other versions, Prometheus gives humanity the gift of fire, for which he is brutally punished by the gods. Mary would use a trip she took to Switzerland as a key piece of inspiration for the book. She was overwhelmed by the natural beauty of the Alps and would use it as a place where the monster retreats for refuge. But maybe most importantly, both Victor Frankenstein and the monster are alienated from society, and the book is really an examination of how that affects them. This in particular mirrors Mary's life. After she ran away from home to be with Percy, her father stopped speaking to her. She had children out of wedlock, which was considered extremely immoral in 19th century England. On top of that, she was a very intelligent woman at a time when women were expected to merely be the ornaments for men. Both her parents were ardent feminists, which put them at odds with the prevailing wisdom of the time. And Mary came up with the idea for Frankenstein during a time when she was traveling far from home, with a boyfriend who frequently left her for hours at a time, and a friend who competed with her for his affection. That's all for now. Follow along to find out how Mary's life turns even more tragic after she publishes her best-known work.